buildings that reflect truly the functions that go on inside of buildings that are designed from the inside out are buildings that endure.
My father sort of retired around 1972, and I became president. So I started to work for the company, and when I joined the company, I think we were doing about $2 million in project costs, total volume, and I think we're up somewhere close to 400 now. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. First of all, they can't fire me, but this is the most fascinating business I can think of. And I've been involved in a lot of businesses, and this business is so completely kinetic. All the time there's things that are going on that are changing. What we did in the early 90s, we bought a company called the Gerhard F. Miney Company. And the Miney Company had started working with DePaul in around the late 70s. So when we bought the company, Jack Bornhoff, who ran the company, was part of it. And Jack had a very strong relationship with DePaul. It's been a 40-year experience with DePaul. This is a very complicated building, extremely complicated. There's 186,000 square feet. As you come into what they call College Hall. And then you look at this wonderful ceiling, and it goes all the way down, and that's pretty dramatic. The main performance hall is an incredible feat of construction. It's like a large concrete box that goes up 60 feet, and you see this sort of a wave, and the wave is on the back wall, and it's all wood paneling in the shape of a wave to work on the acoustics. Above, they have this cloud, this huge cloud, which we just took the scaffolding down, and the scaffolding was there for 3 months. So it's a structure holding this beautiful cloud. It was like building a watch. So you're building a steel structure piece by piece. The whole building is just, it's just one of the great things that we've ever done. I'm just so proud of that building and so amazed at it, because I walk around and look at these things and the details and some of the things that you had to do to make sure that you didn't have any kind of sound penetration or anything like that were just formidable. The history of our company is that we do those kind of institutional, very difficult projects because it has to be absolutely perfect, everything. And I think that's what we really are really good at. I think the building is something that people will really be amazed at. I think it's an extraordinarily beautiful building, not only on the outside, but on the inside it's wonderful. I mean, all the light you have in those rooms for teaching and all that, and then you've got that big welcoming hall and a lot of things here that I think people will appreciate over the years. It's standalone, probably the finest performing musical building in Chicago. As I'm walking over here, when I'm asking where 800 West Belden was. Well, of course, it's not on Belden, really. And the two fellows were one of them was carrying a tuba, and I pointed at the building. I said, I'm building that building. And you should see their faces lit up, and they said, "Oh, thank you so much." It was just, oh, well, you're welcome.
I was born in New Zealand. I grew up on an orchard, a farm, and admired many of the wood-framed houses that were built in the surrounding community. And then when I was 12 years old, my father said, enough of the old house, I'm going to build a new house. And so we cut down 2 giant pine trees on the farm. The local mill milled the trees, and we started building the house. And so as I came home from school every day, I couldn't wait to get home and see how much progress had been made on the house. And then I moved to Chicago in 1974. I worked on a number of important projects, the McDonald's headquarters, the addition of the Shed Aquarium, and the master planning and first building here at DePaul. And then in 1990 started my own firm, Antunovich Associates. And I'm happy to say that now, after, well, almost 30 years, we're doing well. In 1982, we suggested to DePaul that they should undertake a master plan and come up with a vision for the future of DePaul, considering it was surrounded by such a marvelous neighborhood. And every 10 years, the master plan was upgraded. And the last update to the master plan under Father Holtschneider was a whole new initiative in the arts. I'm happy to say that the result of that master planning, the result of working closely with faculty and staff and the surrounding neighbors, has resulted in a building that's created the new entrance to DePaul on the east side of campus. And it's a memorable building, but mostly it's also a building for the students. And then, of course, the faculty here at DePaul, are many of whom are on the Chicago Symphony and of equal quality. They're here and they're practicing here, and so the school, the new facilities accommodate a broad range of functions. My favorite thing is really the public areas. We visited many other music schools done by very famous architects. And there was no students around. You couldn't see anybody. It was like you're in a mausoleum. And how can you enjoy this joy of music when there weren't these great circulation areas and students could gather? And we said after those tours that our building would not be like that. So we've created these open areas, these two-story areas where you can see students and everybody walking and gathering, and that the place will be alive and it'll be a DePaul space. And I think creating a building that's monumental and yet at the same time inviting, something that DePaul takes great pride in, reaching out to the community. We're able to create a gateway to the campus that says, come on in. DePaul welcomed me, a farm boy from New Zealand, into their family. And I've built over 20 buildings here now. And that doesn't happen very often. What I learned from DePaul was DePaul has a tremendous outreach of giving. DePaul gives back to the community like no organization I know, and they taught me that. I really do feel it's like a dream come true. I've got to pinch myself as I walk through the building and I say, wow, this really happened here. And it's so high quality, it's done right, and it's going to be here for another couple of 100 years. That makes me so, so proud.
A combination of innovative design and quality craftsmanship can make a building more than just a mass of steel and brick. Buildings can take their own identity and, in our case, become an inviting place to learn, grow, and be transformed. We are delighted that the DePaul School of Music's Holtschneider Performance Center is the product of such collaborative success and will soon become a stunning new launchpad for the next generation of musicians. At the heart of this incredible alliance has been Joe Antunovich and Allan Bulley. Joe's vision, exacting standards, and generosity has given this project an unshakable foundation, while Allan's integrity and commitment to achieving success has helped the School of Music reach new heights. On behalf of DePaul University community, allow me to express our deepest gratitude to Joe, Allan, and their respective firms, Antunovich Associates and Bulley and Andrews, for helping us to make this long-awaited dream a spectacular new reality. And congratulations on being named the 2018 recipients of the School of Music's Pro Musica Award. Because of their dedication, my wife Jo and I, along with so many other Blue Demons, will be enjoying countless concerts in the Holtschneider Performance Center in the months and years to come. Thank you.